Hello everyone. My name is Hiteshi Dutta. I'm an entrepreneur, a social impact leader, and a philanthropist. I believe that every one of us has a responsibility towards our nation, towards our society. So I just try to live up to my name every day. Hiteshi means well-wisher of everyone. And as the name suggests, I try to live up to my name every single day. Every single day when I get up, I try to do something by which I'm giving back to the society or I'm being helpful to somebody, I'm being a well wisher to somebody. So I'm really glad to be here today and sharing my story and about my work with you all. I'm also the founder for Suharth Foundation. Suharth Foundation is a not for profit organization where we do all our philanthropic work, right? So, primarily, we work for orphan kids, we work for women empowerment. That's a campaign about women's dignity, women's hygiene, and women's everyday struggle, right? So, I'm talking about periods. Yes, we are working on eliminating period poverty from the world, especially from country, from India, and also from the world. So, period poverty, why? Why I'm talking about period poverty? It's a very big issue, right? We do not have complete access for our women in rural areas and also in tribal areas, even in government schools. Even today, there are a lot of women who do not know what to use on their periods. They just bleed. They have to bleed with dignity. We want them to bleed with dignity. It is not at all a taboo subject now, right? We're talking about something which we should talk openly. So, what we are doing here in this campaign, it is known as Suharth Shakti campaign, right? So, in this campaign, we are providing underprivileged women and poor women with organic sustainable pads which are made of bamboo, which are made of cotton, and they're all biodegradable, organic, non-toxic for the environment. So these pads as well as awareness sessions to these women. Not only these women, awareness sessions is for everyone because even women in the urban sector, they're using products which are not really biodegradable. They are the plastic pads. No matter how fancy they look from the outside, how flashy they look from the outside, but they're all very toxic for the environment. I mean, I repeatedly keep telling that one single pad takes 1,000 years, 850 years to decompose, and that's so true. That is an impact, that is an effect one single pad has. So our step which we are taking is to make sure that these pets are removed from the ecosystem, from the environment. So what we are doing is we are distributing these organic pads, creating awareness sessions, also alongside working on menstrual waste disposal solutions. And in this regard, in the coming month, we are planning a very big discussion forum and a CSR award event. This is going to be first of its kind CSR award, one of the most prestigious CSR awards, where we are gonna honor all the people working in CSR fields in different areas, and they are not very known, like the real authentic people, right? So we are working in this from 3.5 years, for more than 3.5 years till now. um, when we started the Suharth Shakti campaign, we have touched around 10,000, right? So the number we have touched till now is 10,000. We are looking at a number of 1 million for the next 3 years. And of course, it's a continuous process. If you want to join hands with us in this campaign, you can join us by contributing only 1,500 rupees per girl. In 1,500 rupees, you can promise a woman, a young girl, a young child, a year full of dignity, a year full of freedom from all the mess, from all the stress, from all the tensions. Girls are skipping schools, women are skipping work, they're not even farms, they do not go, they're not able to work because of all that is happening. And apart, when you do not have a simple mechanism to hold all that blood, to hold all that bleeding, it is very unfortunate. So we are helping these women get the access and also making sure women across, not only women, everybody learns about menstrual hygiene, organic pads, different organic alternatives like menstrual cups, and also the awareness sessions on how to dispose a menstrual pad. So what is happening is currently, even when we dispose of a pad very perfectly in a newspaper and very perfectly, very accurately, but when that waste goes out of your home, it is all getting mixed up, right? So we do not have a current mechanism to understand and to follow that how to dispose this menstrual waste. That is why it is going back to landfills, it is going back to oceans. People are getting various infections, especially the ones who are handling the waste. So right, so we have to make sure the entire community, the entire society understands a mechanism how do we dispose the waste. In this regard only, the event I was talking about by the name Red Talks, we are having it in the coming month or maybe in October, in September, October, we are planning this. So in this program, I'm talking about Red Talks. We will have a huge network of doctors, will have a huge network of professionals, a huge network of CSR leaders and champions who are working in sustainability, who are working in handling waste and disposal solutions, and also professionals who have hands-on experience in this. We also aim and plan to invite people from the governance side, because only talking about this won't make a difference. To bring a real difference, you need to have people from the governance as well, so that we can imply and apply these solutions. At least we will start from Hyderabad, Telangana, AP, so that we replicate the success entire the country. So once we start these solutions, we'll make sure everybody follows it. But the truth is, if we stop using these plastic bags, we do not have to worry about this at all. But yes, even for the organic bags, we should be using perfect disposal mechanism, incinerators. The entire mechanism is in place, and we would talk about more in the Red Talks, the event we are planning in September, October, and we would release the entire report on disposal solutions. So let's talk about that, and let's learn more about that. Please join hands with us at Suharth Foundation on the Suharth Shakti campaign, which talks about going from to Shakti. So we are empowering, we are energizing, we are channelizing these women, these underprivileged women, these women in rural areas, these women in tribal areas, with the power, with the freedom of organic paths, so that they lead their daily lives in a much better way. And we aim to reach entire nation. We aim to reach all the women in underprivileged areas. We aim to reach even to women in urban segments, so that they use better alternatives. And we know what is a better alternative: organic or menstrual cups or cloth pads. Better alternatives which are good for us, good for our health, even also good for environment. So even in the similar fashion, going ahead with the sustainability approach, going ahead with the eco-friendly approach, we are starting another campaign which is with regards to textile waste. After plastic, textile is the second biggest polluter of environment, right? So we are buying like crazy. Thanks to social media, it has gone hundred folds. So we don't even know why we are buying. We are just being a consumer. We are not thinking. So if you go back to the old methods, old technologies, and revive those methods, and replicate those methods, we can do a lot of things. So we are planning to replicate those things and make useful products, daily useful products, premium useful products for household, for decor, for the entire range of useful products which can be made by textile waste. Even pads can be made perfectly by textile waste. I'm talking about cloth pads, right? So there is a lot we can do, and there is not one thing which we have to follow and say that this is it, that's it. No, even one single change can really trigger. Even one single person can really help 10 other people follow that change and lead the change. So be a leader in your own region, be a leader, be a champion for sustainability, be a champion for uh, taking initiative for women empowerment by making sure you're helping even one single woman out. So in the same process, while helping women and continuing our journey in Suharth Foundation, we started What a Sari. So what a sari? Sounds like a compliment. Oh wow, what a sari! So what a sari is a tribute to Indian weavers who work tirelessly and beautifully. They bring out these timeless classics with their handwork, and we happily, proudly adorn them. But at what cost? We go and buy them at 50,000, lakh, 2 lakh. There's no limit. The more amount of work or weaving is done, people charge that way. But there is no awareness. What is the right price? What is the right quality? What is the right silk? What is the right cotton? So it is an initiative, as I've mentioned, for weavers, because I have visited entire country. While visiting these weavers, talking to them, interacting with them, I learned that the real weavers who are working with hand, they are suffering. They are not getting enough money even to eat. So that is very, very sad. So this platform, we empower all the weavers. We make sure that the customer buy directly from the weavers. There is no middleman in between. So that is a beautiful initiative. So we should support initiatives like this, because this is what the real India is. We are not only helping viewers, we are also helping save Indian traditions, and giving a tribute to rich Indian history and art. Along with that, I would say, if you want to learn more about me, you can follow me on Insta and LinkedIn, and that's my profile over there. There's a lot to talk. There's a lot I can say, and I can continue talking about. But yeah, we have a time limit, right? So you talk about entrepreneurship, you talk about social entrepreneurship, you talk about being an impact leader, being a social impact leader, working for women empowerment, working for kids' rights, child rights. There is so much we can do, but only one life. But if I have support of people like you, there is no looking back. So I definitely invite CSR. I definitely invite companies. I definitely invite individuals who want to volunteer. Just volunteering, just real, true volunteering, experiencing true happiness by being a volunteer with Suharth Foundation. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to me, and you're more than welcome to DM us on our Insta channels, on our social channels, YouTube channels, and be a part. We are not talking about a particular religion. We're not talking about any particular party. We are talking about women, and women are everywhere. So we are nurturing them, empowering them, and helping them out. It is not a women's issue. It is not a women's issue. It's an environmental issue, and I say that again and again. I say that repeatedly because it is very, very important, right? So I think with that note, I would like to say thank you to all of you, and thanks to Cloud Media, because we have done a lot of initiatives, a lot of events wherein we were really glad to have people like Dr. Shilpi Reddy. We have Telangana DCP, Dr. Lavanya Garu, and a lot of other influential people joining us. And Cloud Media News was one of our media partners. So they also have that philanthropic heart. So I'm really glad to be surrounded by such people, and joining hands with us in bringing the change. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.